Somewhere in the ocean lives a creature no bigger than your finger, that throws a punch so fast it creates shock waves in the water. The impact is so powerful that it can crack shells, smash crabs, and even break aquarium glass. In the forests of Mexico, there exists an animal that can regrow entire limbs, parts of its heart, and even sections of its brain. If it loses a body part, it simply grows a new one, perfectly formed, as if the injury never happened. And hiding in something as small as a drop of water, scientists have discovered a microscopic animal capable of surviving outer space, deadly radiation, crushing pressure, and temperatures that swing from boiling heat to freezing cold. Nature doesn't just produce animals. Sometimes it produces abilities that sound like they belong in a comic book. Across the planet, evolution has created creatures that can generate electricity, see heat in total darkness, freeze solid for months, mimic the sounds of machines, and even explode to defend their colonies. Some of these powers are so strange that scientists are still trying to understand how they work. And the most surprising part is that many of these animals are small, quiet, and living in places people rarely notice. Tonight we're exploring 100 insane facts about animals with real superpowers. Let's begin with one of the fastest strikes in the entire animal kingdom. Fact number 1. Deep in tropical oceans lives a small crustacean called the mantis shrimp. Despite its colorful appearance, it possesses one of the fastest strikes in the animal kingdom. Its club-like appendage accelerates so quickly that it creates the shock waves in the surrounding water. The strike moves at speeds comparable to a bullet and can smash open the hard shells of crabs and clams with ease. Fact number 2. There is a species of jellyfish called Turritopsis dohrnii that has one of the strangest life cycles in the animal kingdom. When it experiences stress or injury, it can transform its adult cells back into immature cells. This process effectively resets the organism to an earlier stage of life. Because of this ability, scientists sometimes refer to it as the immortal jellyfish. Fact number 3. Tiny animals known as tardigrades may be the toughest creatures on Earth. When conditions become dangerous, they enter a dehydrated state where their metabolism nearly stops. In this form, they can survive extreme heat, freezing temperatures, radiation, and crushing pressure. Some experiments have even shown tardigrades surviving direct exposure to the vacuum of space. Fact number 4. In the deserts of North America lives a strange reptile known as the horned lizard. When threatened by predators such as coyotes or foxes, it can increase the blood pressure around its eyes. This causes small blood vessels to burst, sending a thin stream of blood spraying outward from the corners of its eyes. The sudden display often startles predators long enough for the lizard to escape. Fact number 5. The electric eel has the ability to produce powerful electrical shocks using specialized organs inside its body. These organs function somewhat like biological batteries. By releasing controlled bursts of electricity, the eel can stun prey, defend itself from predators, and even navigate through dark or murky water. Fact number 6. Some spiders travel through the air using a method called ballooning. The spider releases long strands of silk that catch the wind and lift it upward. Once airborne, the spider can drift through the atmosphere like a tiny parachute. Scientists have detected ballooning spiders thousands of feet above the ground and far out over the open ocean. Fact number 7. The axolotl is a salamander native to Mexico that possesses extraordinary regenerative abilities. If it loses a limb, tail, or even part of its heart, it can grow the missing tissue back perfectly. The new limb forms with bones, muscles, and nerves all functioning normally. Researchers study axolotls in hopes of understanding how regeneration might one day help treat human injuries. Fact number 8. Some snakes, including pit vipers, can detect heat using special organs located between their eyes and nostrils. These heat-sensing pits allow the snake to perceive infrared radiation produced by warm-bodied animals. Even in complete darkness, the snake can accurately detect the presence of prey nearby. This ability essentially allows the snake to see heat. Fact number 9. In Southeast Asia, there's a species known as the exploding ant. When threatened by predators, certain worker ants can contract their abdominal muscles so violently that their bodies rupture. The explosion releases a sticky, toxic substance that traps or harms the attacker. Although the ant sacrifices itself, the chemical defense protects the rest of the colony. Fact number 10. The bird that sleeps while flying. Some birds have evolved a remarkable adaptation that allows them to sleep in the air. The frigate bird, which spends most of its life flying over the ocean, can shut down half of its brain while the other half remains awake. This state is called unihemispheric sleep. It allows the bird to rest while still controlling its wings and navigating through the sky. Fact number 11. The frog that freezes solid. The wood frog survives brutal winters in North America in an unbelievable way. As temperatures drop, ice begins forming throughout its body. Its heart stops beating and it appears completely frozen. Special chemicals inside its cells protect vital tissues, allowing the frog to thaw in spring and hop away as if nothing happened. Fact number 12. The animal with supervision. The mantis shrimp doesn't just punch hard. It also sees the world differently. Humans have 3 types of color receptors in our eyes. Mantis shrimp possess 16. This means they can detect forms of light, including ultraviolet, that humans cannot perceive. Fact number 13. The lizard that walks on water. The basilisk lizard, sometimes called the Jesus lizard, has the ability to run across the surface of water. By rapidly slapping its feet against the surface and using long toes that spread outward, it creates small pockets of air that prevent it from sinking. This allows the lizard to sprint across rivers to escape predators. Fact number 14. The beetle, with near indestructible armor. The diabolical ironclad beetle has one of the toughest shells in the insect world. Its exoskeleton is made of interlocking structures that distribute pressure extremely efficiently. Researchers have discovered that this beetle can survive enormous crushing forces. In some cases, it can even withstand being stepped on or run over. Fact number 15. The bird that copies any sound. Australia's lyrebird is one of nature's greatest vocal imitators. It can reproduce the sounds of dozens of different animals with incredible accuracy. Even more surprising, it can mimic artificial noises such as camera shutters, chainsaws, and car alarms. In the wild, a lyrebird can recreate entire soundscapes it has heard before. Fact number 16. The animal that can survive decades without food. Tardigrades have another extraordinary survival ability. In their dehydrated tun state, their metabolism slows to almost nothing. In this suspended state, they can survive without food or water for decades. When moisture returns, the tardigrade simply rehydrates and resumes life. Fact number 17. The fish that climbs waterfalls. Some species of goby fish must travel from the ocean into freshwater mountain streams. To reach these habitats, they perform an incredible journey upstream. Using a suction-like mouth and specialized fins, they slowly climb vertical rocks beside waterfalls. Inch by inch, they scale surfaces that seem impossible for a fish. Fact number 18. The master of instant camouflage. Octopuses possess specialized skin cells called chromatophores that allow them to change color instantly. By expanding or contracting these cells, they can display different pigments across their skin. Some species can also alter the texture of their skin to resemble rocks, coral, or sand. Within seconds, an octopus can almost completely disappear into its surroundings. Fact number 19. The worm that regrows everything. Certain flatworms possess extraordinary regenerative powers. If their bodies are cut into pieces, each piece can regenerate into a complete new worm. This means a single worm can effectively create multiple copies of itself through regeneration. Scientists study these organisms to better understand how regeneration works at the cellular level. Fact number 20. The shark that glows in the dark. In the deep ocean, some shark species produce their own light. Their skin contains special cells capable of bioluminescence, emitting a faint glow. This light may help them camouflage by matching the dim glow of the water above them. To animals swimming below, the shark becomes nearly invisible against the faint ocean light. Fact number 21. The pistol shrimp has one of the loudest biological sounds in the ocean. Instead of punching prey, it snaps a specialized claw shut so quickly that it creates a powerful cavitation bubble in the water. When this bubble collapses, it releases a shock wave strong enough to stun small fish and other prey. For a brief moment, the collapsing bubble even produces a flash of light. Fact number 22. Some species of sea slug have an ability that almost sounds impossible. Known as solar-powered slugs, they steal chloroplasts from the algae they eat. These chloroplasts continue producing energy inside the slug's body through photosynthesis. As a result, the slug can survive for weeks or even months using energy from sunlight. Fact number 23. The bombardier beetle defends itself using a miniature chemical weapon. Inside its abdomen, two chemicals are stored separately. When threatened, the beetle mixes them together in a special chamber where they react violently. The reaction produces a hot, boiling spray that the beetle fires at predators with remarkable accuracy. Fact number 24, archerfish have developed a unique hunting technique that allows them to catch prey above the water's surface. By shaping their mouths into a narrow tube, they shoot powerful jets of water at insects sitting on leaves or branches. The stream of water knocks the insect into the river where the fish can eat it. Some archerfish can hit targets more than 6 feet away. Fact number 25. The mimic octopus is one of the greatest illusionists in the ocean. Unlike most octopuses that simply change color, this species can imitate the appearance and movement of other animals. It has been observed transforming itself to resemble lionfish, sea snakes, and flatfish. By copying dangerous species, it can scare away predators. Fact number 26. Honeybees possess an incredible navigation ability that allows them to travel miles away from their hive and still return home. They use the position of the sun along with Earth's magnetic field as a natural compass. Inside the hive, bees communicate food locations by performing a movement called the waggle dance. This dance precisely describes the direction and distance to flowers. Fact number 27. The leafcutter ant is capable of carrying objects many times heavier than its own body. Some workers can transport pieces of leaf weighing more than 50 times their body weight. If humans had the same strength relative to size, a person could lift a small truck overhead. These leaves are not eaten directly, but are used to grow fungus that feeds the colony. Fact number 28. The platypus is one of the few mammals that can detect electricity. Its bill contains thousands of specialized receptors that sense tiny electrical signals produced by the muscles of prey. Even when hunting in muddy water with its eyes closed, the platypus can locate worms and shrimp buried in the riverbed. Fact number 29. The hagfish uses an unusual defense mechanism when attacked by predators. When threatened, it releases large amounts of slime from glands along its body. The slime expands rapidly when it contacts water, forming thick, sticky strands. This slime can clog the gills of attacking fish, forcing them to retreat. Fact number 30. Some deep-sea fish possess transparent heads that allow them to see in unusual ways. The barrel-eye fish has a completely transparent dome covering the top of its head. Inside this dome are its eyes, which can rotate to look upward or forward. This design allows the fish to watch for prey drifting above while still swimming forward. Fact number 31. The mimic poison frog carries powerful toxins in its skin that protect it from predators. These toxins come from insects the frog eats in the wild. Even a tiny amount can affect the nervous system of predators. Because of this chemical defense, many animals quickly learn to avoid the frog's bright warning colors. Fact number 32. 32. The chameleon is famous for changing color, but the reason behind this ability is more complex than simple camouflage. Color changes also help the animal regulate body temperature and communicate with other chameleons. When threatened or excited, a chameleon's colors can shift dramatically. This rapid transformation is controlled by special cells in its skin. Fact number 33. Certain species of squid can turn their entire bodies nearly transparent. This ability helps them hide from predators in open water. Some squid can even control how light reflects from their skin, allowing them to blend perfectly into their surroundings. In the dark depths of the ocean, invisibility can mean survival. Fact number 34. 34. The trapjaw ant possesses one of the fastest movements in the animal kingdom. Its jaws snap shut at incredible speed when triggered by sensitive hairs near its mouth. The closing motion is so powerful that it can launch the ant itself backward through the air. This rapid escape can save it from predators. Fact number 35. Some bats use echolocation to navigate through complete darkness. They emit high-frequency sounds that bounce off objects in their environment. By listening to the returning echoes, the bat can determine the size, distance, and shape of nearby objects. This biological sonar allows bats to catch flying insects with remarkable precision. Fact number 36. The decorator crab uses camouflage in a very unusual way. Instead of changing color, it attaches pieces of algae, sponges, and seaweed to its shell. These materials blend in with the surrounding environment. As the crab moves across the ocean floor, it looks like a drifting piece of the reef. Fact number 37. Certain desert ants have an extraordinary ability to navigate harsh environments. Even after wandering far away from their nests in search of food, they can return home using a combination of sun position and step counting. Scientists believe they measure distance by counting the number of steps they take. This internal navigation system works even in featureless deserts. Fact number 38. 8. The peacock mantis shrimp possesses one of the most advanced visual systems ever discovered. Its eyes can detect polarized light and ultraviolet wavelengths. Each eye moves independently, allowing it to scan the environment in multiple directions at once. This incredible vision helps it locate prey and communicate with other mantis shrimp. Fact number 39. The pangolin is protected by overlapping scales made of keratin, the same material found in human fingernails. When threatened, it curls into a tight ball, hiding its vulnerable underside. Predators often struggle to break through this armor. The scales act as a natural shield against attacks. Fact number 40. The cuttlefish is capable of producing complex patterns of color across its skin in less than a second. These patterns can signal aggression, attract mates, or create camouflage. Some species even generate moving stripes that ripple across their bodies. This ability allows them to communicate visually while blending into their environment. Fact number 41. The immortal jellyfish may be one of the strangest life forms on Earth. When injured, starving, or near death, it can reverse its own life cycle. Instead of dying, the jellyfish transforms its cells back into an earlier stage called a polyp. From there, it can grow into a new jellyfish again, essentially restarting its life. Fact number 42. 2. The bombardier beetle's chemical spray is not only hot, but also explosive. Inside the beetle's abdomen, special chambers heat the chemicals to nearly the boiling point of water. When fired, the mixture can reach temperatures around 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Predators hit by the blast often recoil instantly from the intense heat. Fact number 43. The glass frog gets its name from a remarkable feature. Its skin is nearly transparent. From below, you can see many of its internal organs through its belly. Scientists believe this transparency helps the frog blend into the leaves where it rests. To predators looking up from below, the frog becomes extremely difficult to spot. Fact number 44. Some species of caterpillars use sound as a defense system. When threatened, they vibrate their bodies rapidly against leaves or stems. This vibration creates a buzzing noise that can scare away predators like birds and wasps. The sound mimics the warning buzz of more dangerous insects. Fact number 45. The electric catfish produces strong electrical shocks to defend itself and capture prey. Specialized organs along its body generate electricity when triggered. These shocks can be powerful enough to stun nearby fish instantly. In murky river environments, this ability gives the catfish a major hunting advantage. Fact number 46. Certain deep-sea squid use bioluminescence to erase their own shadows. Small light-producing organs on their bodies shine downward toward the ocean floor. This light matches the faint glow coming from above the water. As a result, predators looking up from below cannot see the squid's silhouette. Fact number 47. The kangaroo rat survives in desert environments without ever drinking water. Instead, it gets all the moisture it needs from the seeds it eats. Its body is extremely efficient at conserving water through specialized kidneys. Even in scorching deserts, this tiny rodent can live its entire life without taking a single sip. Fact number 48. 48. The peacock mantis shrimp is famous for having one of the most powerful punches in the animal kingdom. Its club-like appendages strike prey with incredible speed and force. The impact is so powerful that it can break the shells of crabs and clams. The strike also creates a shockwave that can stun prey instantly. Fact number 49. Some spiders have the ability to glide through the air. These spiders release strands of silk that catch air currents. Once lifted into the sky, they can travel long distances in a behavior known as ballooning. Scientists have even discovered spiders ballooning thousands of feet above the ground. Fact number 50. The horned lizard has one of the most unusual defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom. When threatened by predators like coyotes or birds, it can shoot blood from its eyes. The blood streams can reach several feet away. This startling defense confuses predators long enough for the lizard to escape. What was your favorite fact? Did any of these surprise you? Comment below and don't forget to subscribe.